Welcome on back, you to Total War Warhammer 3 in the next chapter of our legendary Ikit Claw Mortal Empires campaign. I wasn't expecting him to just smack his mount in the face the second I started the recording. Either way, we're here for a battle against Scrag the Slaughterer with our kind of strange army of death globes and cannons. I think I've realized that death globes, or at least having two kind of specialist killy units like death globes or port fire throwers or what have you, and they are good. You also need rattling guns to slow the enemy down. That's part of the rattling guns. What makes them so good, they have massive weapon strength, or missile strength. They also have the ability to slow their enemies they're firing. Also, hey, why does Morskuters have no health? No, that's a thing. We're out of range, so we need to advance to bother them. Quite badly, actually. If we wait for these reinforcements to come in, we'll have a lot of ogres coming at us from multiple sides, which we cannot handle. Lightning cannons, if you all can just go ahead and zap the Stonehorn, that'd be awesome. We need to move faster than we are. Our lord is under attack, oh no. He does have an Iron Blaster. Does have an Iron Blaster. Let's go ahead and just bother them a little bit. Swing on back, drop this here. Come on, cannons, start blasting. Kill him quick. Oh, he used the maw to murder his own troops. Love it. Not looking forward to that secondary army, though, because we're not getting them to move forward just yet. Dodges lightning cannon shots pretty well. Alright, I don't know why we're continuing to move. Let's fall back to our position, and that's going to probably get us killed, actually. Move back to the position, and we'll have the rest move ever so slightly as well. And we can nuke this. It's ogres. It's not gonna do any damage. Don't get hit by the Iron Blaster is a must. Or to keep other ogre units between you and it. They're not advancing. I've never seen that. We've done damage to them with artillery and such. They're like, nah, we're not. We know what we have coming in. Reinforcements will soon be here. Everyone just kind of fall back a bit. We can't handle an Iron Blaster. I didn't see he had the Iron Blaster until it was a little bit too late. Hold in a bit more here, guys. Chieftain will be too slow. We'll have to have you circle to get the Iron Blaster. Which will also be easier said than done. As long as we keep its attention. Poison Wind, fall back just a bit. Plague Boy out. They're all gonna come at us from the same angle. That does work. Morse Guitars isn't really gonna do anything except for die, unfortunately. Let's go bother the Iron Blaster one more time. Ballistics calibration, fire the rockets into the crushers as well. Scuttle-buttle. The guns are doing their work. And I'll get hit by the Iron Blaster. That RPG didn't do bad. I actually didn't even fire the RPG. Stonehorn, gang, the Stonehorn. Dodge, good dodge. Keep moving. In fact, we'll probably use Morse Guitars as just a... Oh no, did they get hit by... Oh, that was a fist. Fist of the Maw. Slow them down, come in, and we'll have to keep circling, otherwise you're dead. Over the heels. Scrag's gone. Man, the poison wind globes or the death globes are so strong. Mind-bogglingly so at times. And Morse Guitar's Zellion's dead. It wasn't going to survive this battle. Not sure what was going on with the fact that it's not healing, but... Alright, Death Globes fall back. Nobblar's back there, your job. Warlord chose me. That healing spell in. Can't have any of the Gorgers sneak up on us, that'll be a bad time. It is below here. Hey, look, here's a Gorger. All the extra reload you might need, boys. And the Gorgers don't even get to charge. Please kill them, please kill them. Loads away. Oh, good grief. Now that hurt. Summon in some support. We did it. Would it have gone even better if we had Rattling guns? Yeah, probably. Probably so. But we win. Well, this time against the Ogres, the only thing that died was Morse Guitar's Hellion, which was just not interested in healing. We are going... Have taken insufficient captives feels like a lie to me after the amount of Ogres we rounded up after that battle, but, you know, whatever. Skaven dominance is scary, I understand. All's the pity, extra winds of magic, and we will be casting... Floating in our face way less often. Alright, claim this. And will we actually replenish? That's the question. Tier 5. Okay, they are replenishing, so maybe Morse Guitars was just suffering it really, really badly in on those auto-resolves for some reason. It does tend to do that with single entities. Get anything from Allied? Is having some Night Runners, or not maybe Night Runners, the Gutter Runners to slow people down for our front line wouldn't be a bad call. How long would it take us to get Rattling guns through Global? A long time. At least 4 turns. And we'll just pick up a couple Skaven Slave Spears then. They'll do great as a front line. Rock Bar needs some walls and a construction cavern and nuclear reactor. You know, all the stuff. Death Runners or Triads. Triads would be a really crazy front line, but the amount of expense we're paying and upkeep, well, they actually cost like half that of the Storm Vermin. There's 72 of them in a unit, that's probably part of the reason why. They're like a, they're kind of an assassin for large targets, like your infantry-sized assassin and your large assassin. I realize how you're supposed to use these guys. Weapon teams it is. We don't have a single assassin running around, and I think we can have a couple of them. Let's see here. We can have 2. Assassins are pretty solid heroes. Great at doing what their job says.
This rat is no fool.
Is their title. Let's go ahead and grab Mentor here. Renowned and feared, and then... Everyone needs a Warp Gale.
Plague priest.
Those dangerous units to us do tend to fly, and those units also tend to be weak to a heap of bullets flying their way.
Next in line.
Let's give you a sneaky. We haven't been hit with that many Spear Leeches. You seem to have realized that your spellcasters have the issue of not having the same amount of range as guns, usually. You can go ahead and cast whatever you want over there, but you better make sure you cast it before this bullet hits you.
Warlock, master of
Cleansing Ruin. Our typical a rat. Boost income, boost mobility.
pestilence comes.
All the passives up and running. Actually, for this one, there's no reason to get the passives. Let's go Pestilent Breath, Rash, Vermintide. Full reason we're going for that. And then we'll grab the Warpstone tokens and some scouting. Whoop. Same skills there. And scouting. Most excellent.
Rolling.
Someone stole one of our nukes. Strut.
Master engineer.
We could go for the cannons, but with the Dawi... I'm going to be planning on fighting this as a siege battle. I think we're going to want Poison Wind Mortars instead. Just an absolute ton of them to lob those globes over the walls. Walls in Averland, absolutely. Great. Kimper bad. Let's go ahead and pull our Province tab up. I'm just going to zoom through here. Are now up to 3. Carcassonne, excellent. Make me that money. Engineering cave, and then we can put in, let's go ahead and grab ourselves another hidden layer. We can get a couple of assassins. All of the Skaven heroes have their uses. All of them. That's what makes the Skaven so good. Take your walls here in Ziflin.
Warlock, master of scraps.
Remember, you're good. Walls in North, something we absolutely need, so we'll save for that, and we'll go ahead and pop in the Rallying Warrens here. Nice and cheap. What about our Lords that need movement? One in ambush stays. Alright, that's our turn. Alright, the Hunt Marshal feeling brave. He does have a couple of Luminarchs, which can go very poorly for us, but we are in the jungle, so we can use those to our advantage. Nice hill to position our cannons on. They can blast down. Everything here is infantry. He's got one set of cavalry, and then a couple of, I guess 2 cavalry, and then a couple of skirmishers, so everything else is going to be slowly trundling on towards us. We need to make sure our Jezzails and our lightning cannons are blasting the arcs quick. Grab a couple of minutes below, but let's not go too many. Just 2 sounds good. Oh, right. We could even set it up where we're down here, and they have to roll in and get into a position where they can't shoot our troops over here. Actually, that's a good idea. Even our Blade Claw catapults will do a really good job of counter battery on the Luminarchs, because they have more range. Alright, then we'll have 1 set of halberds on this flank, 1 over here in the woods. Then I want fire teams here. Rattling guns, because we really won't be able to do anything to the enemy until they advance past a certain point. And our snipers can keep our Jezzails back far enough they have to move into range of our cannons to shoot them. So we can run the Rattling guns over later on. Gotta keep the Plague Priest back, otherwise they're just gonna get zapped. Anything goes for pretty much all of our big targets. Until those Luminarchs are gone, we can't not advance. Rattling guns and warp fire. And range. Let's do this. Let me get bonus range, so we're up to 391 here. Oh, we actually do outrange the Luminarch. Definitely haven't lost our range advantage. Let's go ahead and just kind of bring 2 of the Rattling guns in behind here. That way we can kind of bring them up a little bit more organized, and they're not all running in front of our teams. Woods. Doom Wheel's just gonna hide here. So we'll wait for those reinforcements. There are not so many of them that I'm concerned. We can also just drop a nuke on them. Hang on now. 30 seconds. We won't be able to see it, we'll have to zoom in. In seconds. We're definitely dropping the nuke on him. Gotta make sure he comes into the right spot. Long range nuke. We won't be able to see the carnage, but most of that army should already be gone by the time it arrives. At least a good portion of it. That is the old nuke Kobe. Send the Luminarchs forward first. I would. What a good idea.
Ready?
Even if they try to flank, you've got the warp fire over there, so it's not a threat. Why is their leadership down so much? Lord, we killed the captain. He's right here, he's fine. What are you talking about? Look at all the half-dead units coming, shambling out of the woods. I don't think I can long ball any of these warp lightnings. No, not really. Range is still 200. Yes, all of your magic doesn't tend to go past 200 unless it's the same things like Spirit Leech. So while magic is threatening, artillery is always a counter to a mage. I'm gonna try to go around our line here. Warp Fire aren't both hiding. Let's bring them back.
It shall be done. We move. Advance retreat.
Back to here. You guys can stay here if you're the ones that were invisible.
March, scurry, gas, doom wheel.
Let my doom wheels not get sniped. Definitely trying some shenanigans. Alright, they're trying to stay out of range. Alright, everyone, come on back towards our guns, please.
Now move. Skaven, yes.
You break from the woods and you get killed. That's how it works. Like Claw away. Make sure we are focusing the Luminarchs, but they're getting destroyed. Okay, let's drop in some friends right here. Luminarchs. That one's gone, so that lightning cannons drop this Luminarch next. Still trying to flank. Alright, Rattling Guns, you move up.
What? Move. Undying loyalty.
Rattling Guns, move up. Got hit by one Luminarch shot, but we tanked it. It is survivable.
Warp lightning cannon.
Take this one out next. Rattling Guns, rip up those woods.
Breaking up. Now move. Press and hurry.
Flamethrowers advance.
Yes, master. Scurry. Council's
Rattling Guns tear up these war wagons. Go ahead and summon in some friends here. Going for a more aggressive flank than usual. Flamethrowers get cooking. Took some grenade launcher damage, but we can tank that. It'll be all right. Doom wheels, come on back in. Storm vermin forward.
Warp lightning cannon.
Lightning drop any of the remaining Luminarchs.
Retreat.
Luminarchs are absolutely the problem. We got a knight charge here with these Empire Knights. Stop them.
What? Yes, yes. Rattling gun. Stop. Now move. 30. Yes, yes.
Won't get close enough to kill our flamethrowers, but we gotta make sure we are shutting down the Luminarchs.
Fight attack. For the Vermintide.
Pop the damage in. Rattling guns keep ripping apart these knights. Well done.
Rattling your gun.
I gotta at least have a little bit of a front line. So we're just delete those crossbowmen.
Fight.
Here there were spears. Long time ago.
Guide us onward.
Here's our foothold in Lustria.
The gods have abandoned.
We just had to fight for it. Oh, we get granted heroic victory? Beautiful. A little bit of damage for sure. We can replenish by 8%. It is definitely going to be needed. A bunch of spearmen attack Montfort. We would not lose. What? You're going to make me fight this? 2139. We might actually lose. That's funny. Well, I mean, we've got to fight it, right? Or we don't, or we can just conquer back this town for the Bretonnian. Let's do that. I don't care. Dust it off. Enriched Warpstone dust, or have him become badly. Everyone needs to be badly mutated. You get frenzy. It's great. Also, did you see the cult of Sotek and the Ghost? A little bit of a civil war there in Lustria. Warp entity versus good old Lizard Moses. Drakenhof has been besieged. Who on earth? Oh. Peter just doesn't want us to get any kind of replenishment. Get out of my face.
Suit of war might go.
Out of my face. Martin. Ulzin's gone. Badly mutated. Sniff and Stab's ready for duty, and we've got an city established in Middenheim. How exciting.
Science.
Well, I don't really want to go to war with the goblins just yet. Kind of like to help them wipe out the rest of the Dawi.
This arms race, no contest.
Although at this point, there's really no concern, is there? The Dawi are getting wiped out by our allies.
My plane is never.
Let's go claim that defeat trait for Ungrim. Come here, buddy. By Grimnir's axe.
Kill targets now.
I don't need to hear about Grimnir's axe, actually. We're about to show you Storm Demon. Oh, look, organ guns. I don't care. Organ guns cared about us, though. Ouch.
Death targets.
I'm gonna loot and occupy this at tier 1, and we gain the Slayer King Slayer, so 5 more attack and some resistances. Some very paltry ones, but we'll take it. Ikit Claw, what are your stats up to?
Subjects.
I like those were incredible. 45, 36. He still somehow managed to land a lot of attacks on his Doom Wheel. And our resistances are 50 and 67%. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Exosuit ready.
Where'd that engineer that got wounded go? I said he was back. He is, but he's all the way back here. Where did Sniff and Stab go, or is that one of our Warlock Masters? Oh, it's a Master. Yeah, we don't worry about him right now. Go kill Black Buckthorn. Always easier said than done.
Master engineer.
Rough Guts, I can't. We don't have to worry about that. Let's turn around and take out Auchendorf. In the Forest of Gloom, which we can maybe sell to Clan Morse. Because listen, I would like to try... I'll let the Skaven slaves go, that's what they're for. I would like to try
Overrun them.
and not have to do battle with absolutely every single settlement. Maybe we can take a couple of the domination, a little bit of the domination territory via diplomacy. Exploitative planning. 30,000 gold. Alright, quickly zoom around to spend it. Damage the walls there. That should continue to make... You failed. It still should continue to make Clan Mulder happy with us. I don't think I have any kind of defensive pact going with... No, I don't. That is a breeding pit.
Talk fast. I'm so hungry.
We're gonna have to give him a couple more settlements, but I think once we do... He's got 28 currently. Once we do, we'll be able to confederate. No problem. That'll be the other half of the Empire claimed. All the way up into most of Kislev. Leia. Walls weren't bad. Dorn also definitely needs walls, a bell, and a breeding pit. Then you, useless or not so useless, go stop Gustava from claiming any more land, please. Please and thank you. Then you're gonna be in charge of defending Dorn in the meantime. Ambush outside of Buftar. I don't think he'll come back at Karakizor because Karakizor was owned by Skaven to start. Go Plague Priest over this direction.
Not yet. Patience, wait.
You can join. And you also join.
Warlock Master of Scryer.
Brief. Here we go. Kevin deserves engineers. He's almost ready to go and invade Lustria or whatever we need him to do. Ronin. Join Garth. And we got another army on the way. You slow them down.
Monsters at my command.
What's the chance? 12%, 13%, 16%. Try to take out the beast. Priest. Beast priest. Oh. Gone forever. Sank beneath the briny deeps. Alright, Biscuit, go ahead and claim Brion for us then. It really doesn't like single entities. Look how we're gonna push them to the very brink of death. But you don't have to do. Yes, we're going to. Plague Furnace there. Well, now we've got some territory. You probably would have been smart to send one of these priests out. Oh.
No, next time.
Don't go anywhere. I was gonna use you as a scout. Hearing skill and rally. Cleansing Ruin, Genius Bob. What are we gonna give you? A little weapon. Seeker here. Anything that makes you a little bit. They're so very. Oh, it's because they're entirely across the mouse. Like they're so very muffled. Sniffling at us all the way across the world.
The doom comes.
Dirty flesh, you've got extra powder.
Plus with filth.
There thing. And we'll go plague. Like an in case of emergency spell. We won't really use them for anything other than summoning in friends and then our Warlock Masters for the lightning.
Yes.
Alright, well let's jump immediately on Tlaxcalan next. Wipe out the Empire and get to work. Get to work on the Lizardmen. We're gonna definitely need another army over there. Let's build that up in time here. Who else needs to move? Looks like just about no one. Perfect. We do have those buildings, though. Quickly zoom around. Walls and Ziflin. Still waiting on Nuln. Grunberg up a tier. Walls and Gridstad, of course. The rest of this is just the Under Empire, which is nice. We can go ahead and come and grab a Warpstone refinery and Scavenger Raiders. And that's gonna be the turn. We'll go ahead and put in the better Under District here in Zoyshank. Find some of his enemies and try to give them a headache or two. Bit of sabotage. Rebellion in Border Princess, I don't care. I'll have the genius to deal with that in due time.
Warlock of Skaven.
There's that rebellion they were talking about. Good news, Bob can go hunt down old Knud. Set his spearmen on fire. He lost 42.
Sam, kill for Scryer.
Doesn't make a bit of sense, but he's gone. Sword of Gate has been claimed, and then to make the foes see, hear, and smell something else entirely, and exploit their confusion, that's war taken to the next level. Plague monks are even stronger now. Get Forest of Gloom, we will... See how much gold we get.
Kill fight mode on.
Expand the Under Empire. And then just move on. Oh, it makes you stay in place. A little bit scary. Warpstone Refinery is so nice. The Raiden camp too. They'll be able to tear it out. Let's go for the two of those buildings. It's a nice combo.
Machines and then sorcery.
Landmores, if you want to fight, I'm here for it. You just say when.
Our Lord has a plan.
Okay, we'll turn around and hit Essen first. That way we get credit for knocking the settlement out. Won't necessarily claim it now. We'll just sack it.
Tinkerer needs trinkets.
As with that very same line of thinking, we could have just waited until someone else took it and take it off of them. That's fine. How many settlements are we up to now total that have been sacked? 63 total. So we have just passed the long campaign victory threshold. Gonna take a couple of more settlements.
Good plan scheme.
It's definitely time to start preparing for the dwarfs to return. Right here, we'll pull up the province tab per robber. Ulsus, you can jump next to. Alcason, upgrade the assassin building. Most of our building upgrades at the moment are fairly expensive. We'll ignore there. Come on back into Illustria. Marcus Wolfhart.
Master engineer.
He's in March. But I'm not gonna get him. I'm not gonna get him now. We're gonna go in and go after Jahutek. Or Jahutek.
Get them.
Emil Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Alright, let's teach him a lesson. Start deployment. The problem with this settlement is we will have to work our way in. This works better for people with arcing fire than direct. Let's see what's over here on this angle. That's no good no matter what. But at least this isn't just a straight hill over here, so we'll go both. Blade Claw, they can at least cause a huge ruckus.
What orders?
And we'll mostly be using the flamethrowers here. Flamethrowers and our rattling guns. Snipers will be a little bit too slow.
Ready. Ready.
Everyone else, drag yourself over here. Battle begin.
I want this. Die. Die. Die.
Let's go discover some man things.
Strain Rakata. Quick. Quick.
Start bothering these handgunners here.
Yes, Warlock.
Locus of Heesh. There's 4 of them. I mean, they've got Luminarchs all over this place. I didn't think they had that many Luminarchs. I guess we'll find out. We'll use one of these to blend up these handgunners.
Very well.
Damage the building while we're at it. Bring both Plague Priests in. The majority of the units are back there. Bring up the flamethrowers quickly.
Strike, strike.
Whales work with me. Attacking there. Bring everyone in fast.
Yours.
Rattling guns up.
Shriek, shriek. Yes, yes. Yes, master.
Move fast enough. Control pretty much this entire pavilion.
Quick, quick. Guide us. Hold one. War fire thrower. Now move. Hasten. Hurry.
Fire throwers advance further. You move up and bother as well. Artillery, if you could just start hitting the 2 platforms, keeping them from actually manning them, that'd be perfect. Snipers in.
Plague priest. Rush, rush. Sneak, sneak, run.
They're staying away from the platforms like we would like to see. And the Rattling guns can start firing.
Yes.
Those are Grenadiers. Yeah, we'd probably prefer that not to happen very long. No, thank you. Port fire, move in and cook those handgunners.
Now move.
Shouldn't have to get that much closer. Come on, warp fire. Oh, there's one of the Luminarchs. One of the Luminarchs. Ouch. Blasted through 2 of the Rattling guns. Take him down. I will use a Death Frenzy here. Guns tear him to shreds. Anyone who wants to get close to these flamethrowers is going to get torched.
Rattling a gun.
Alright, we're here. Such as great swords. Go give them a hug.
Clan advance.
Plague Priest, you go with.
Good, yes.
No one's coming through here now.
Rattling gun.
Lightning cannons knock over this tower for me. Bonking the Luminarch. Nope, you crossbows are doomed.
Fight, fight. Clan rats.
Yeah, Menace Blow's about to run out. Okay, good. Alright, the Luminarch's running. Go run over these crossbows. Meanwhile,
Warlock engineer.
so we can even give them the ballistics calibration and they'll start reloading twice as fast.
Clan Slayer.
And hit him from 2 angles. It's called a double flank. Well, they run right into each other.
Now, yes. Rattling gun.
They can't get any closer. Although they are dealing damage to our warp fire. Took those wagons for me. Oh, good, the Luminarch's back. Here, you guys come in here. You stop the Luminarch from killing our leader.
Work now. Doing it.
Keep dropping that Luminarch. This zone should be mine. Rattling guns move up on this flank here, and these Rattling guns, yeah, they are advanced. Flamethrowers, fall back. Truth be told, they're fine. And with the bound Plague Breath, blast free from the furnace.
Now, ready, now! Murder, kill, attack!
I guess you have to give the Empire credit for being willing to fight for a really, really long time. Here comes the Luminarch again. Thankfully, they seem to break their decision-making as soon as they're outside of their settlement. So you don't have to worry about them baiting your lords and your heroes and such. They just blast them to bits. Rattling guns, come on in here and help me with these pistoliers. You need to be shown the true meaning of war. There goes the leadership on a couple. Oh, those guys try to go all the way around with a few more fire throwers. Alright. Well, now the Empire colonies get the glory of meeting the Skaven master race. Alright, easy game, easy money. 25 fall, 2,000 fall on their side. We're just gonna go ahead and loot and occupy this at tier 1. We're also ruining Lustria as we move through here, because all these settlements are up to tier 3 or so. I am expecting a multi-pronged attack from the Lizardmen soon. And this poor unfortunate is about to land at Nuja and get just absolutely folded. The thing we need is Jezzails. It's a Pestilence-themed army, but everything needs Jezzails. 3 Jezzails and... missing the Rattling guns again, which is not my favorite. 1 unit of Rattling guns is not enough. We'll get 2.
Warlock Master.
Alright, Scrot, your army's all set up, so go back into an ambush next to Karakirn. No upgrades we can afford at Drakenhof just this moment.
Warlock Master of Scrya.
Alright, so we are down to passing out skills. Here comes the Horned One Assault on Nuja. I don't know how you're able to recruit Horned Ones that are max tier like this, but good for you. 61, 42, 50 heat charge bonus. Going to be a brutal fight. Is it inside of a settlement at least? That helps things quite a bit. We can basically just camp out at the back, all of these super elite units, and bombard them as they sadly file across the field here. Battle of Nuja Deep begins. Alright, we begin deployment. We pretty much just ignore the front lines here, and we run all the way back to the settlement. And as I say that, we actually might be able to hold this middle position even better, at least for the artillery. That might be the best spot for our Plague Claws. They can harass everything on their way up and around this direction. Or go the Plague Claw here. And if they get taken out, so be it, but they can harass the enemy cavalry on their approach. We can pull them back as needed. Let's get all of our infantry figured in the final zone here. So the 2 spears, bunch of clan rats, Skaven slave, night runners. I mean the poison wind molten globes. As we saw that last siege, they did such a good job. Let's have the Abomination defend here. The rest is, I mean, it's just entirely cavalry, which is fun. You 2 defend here. Doom Flayers can be back here in zone 2. Many clan rat spears and our many plague bug sensor bearers. I want everyone to be harassing this group right off the bat. Then rat spears here and here, just a nice double layer of them.
Clan rat spears.
They are going to get run right over by the approaching horde once.
What?
For the trap. And then a tower too. You mean lords over here, so once we deal with all the horned ones, we can then advance our Hell Pit Abomination to finish them off.
Guide us, horned
We'll
one.
go Skaven slaves, and then probably one more set of spears.
Yes.
Give them as much time to attack as they can. Everyone else, we will have
Doomslayer.
back here ready to do some work. Spears up front.
Clan rat spears.
Maybe we have the globes go over here as well. They can go all the way. No, they can't. They're stuck here. Keep the globes up front, and maybe we can use them. The globes and one set of the Night Runners. All right.
Clan scryer.
Let it begin.
Warlock engineer.
They're both brand new engineers. Got some lightning. He can cast all he wants. Oh, that's a rock.
Red crack.
I got clipped.
Quick.
Could be so much worse.
At once.
Could be so much worse. We're lobbing into the middle of this group. So far, so good. Let's go ahead and throw in the tower location. It is. The blocker's going. Oh, there's a banishment.
Faster. Scurry. Onward.
And they're trying. Ooh, you hit that solar engine.
Ready.
Well, you can. Alright, one of our first zones is fallen. Probably best just to get a slowdown. Trap here. Open Abomination, get ready. It's almost your time to shine. Comes another meteorite. Well, that's a chain lightning.
What orders?
Keep it up, Poison Wind, keep it up.
Clan rat spears. Good.
So many infantry in the same spot there. All Plague Claw hit the same. Oh, I kind of forgot about this zone here. Which is very obvious.
Night running. Skaven. Yes.
Globes, get ready, here they come.
Shriek.
Like, they're sending a lot through there. Mid is below.
Clan rat spears. What orders?
Fall back, fall back.
Clan rats.
Burden throws some more in there.
Poison wind mortar.
Poison Wind Mortars. Let's go ahead and try and get rid of some of these approaching units.
Crush.
Real close, so it should be incredibly accurate. Spears in.
Retreat.
Open Abomination. Is that a Carnosaur? It's a Bastiladon. No problem.
What?
Gonna go for the Swarm now.
One great anchor. Fight stab.
It's the Saurus. What do we expect? Here comes one of their leaders.
Quick, quick!
Bring them around with some Plague Monks and Bears, and that should be enough to kill.
Die, die! Channeled and charge! Magic's ready! Stairs inferior! Fast superior! Subcast!
Yeah, we've lost all of our mortars. They did a very impressive job of stopping them.
Doom and destruction! Now, yes!
And they're not stopping, they're pushing through the sections.
Very good, master!
Something you usually don't see out of the AI. Very impressive, lads, very impressive. Let's disrupt this and bring all of our surviving Plague Claw catapult back.
Skaven slaves!
Full on blocker. And a trap here.
Clan rats! Faster!
I'm also gonna go ahead and bring in the Doom Flayers, have them start ripping up the enemy. All the ones who are already wounded.
Ready!
Lighting here. Abomination's fighting way too much at once. Is there Temple Guard in there with them?
Retreat, retreat! Skaven, yes, yes!
Fall back, catapults, fall back.
Master! Warp blades charged!
At the same time, nothing in here is actually very scary.
Master of masters! Claw tap!
Or Carnosaur's having a bad time.
Move, move!
Which positions there? How much are the Plague Claw actually able to retreat? Doesn't seem like they are. Doom Flayers are there to help, though. Get zapped, punks.
Poison!
Mortars, you need to get out of there. If you can.
Warlock master!
Yeah, Lord of the Carnosaur's going down.
Sensor bearers!
Sensor Bears, come on up.
Guide us, on one!
Ripping apart these cavalry.
File's yours! Council's command! Doom and destruction!
I would stay right there. Seems like a good idea.
Unleash warp hell!
Well, back everyone. My Ailbit Abomination's down.
Ready, ready! Sizzle, die!
Oh no, it wasn't. Back over here fighting.
Retreat, run! Poison, wind,
Come on, mortars, keep moving.
guide us.
All of our... Well, you were back here the whole time, Gibaja. Go give him a hug. Foolish things melt. Doom Flares, we're gonna go ahead and pull you. Be back as soon as we can. Same thing with this engineer fallback. Lightning. Lightning. We'll let that Carnosaur leave. Alright, down he falls. Everyone else fall back. Let's get a nice tower in over here. Lizard things, die! Oh, we need to fall back. He must be a third generation Slan. Yeah, with 56 attack and what is it, the ward save? Yeah, he's one of the third generation.
Command.
That's why he's so dang tough. Third generation Salon don't play.
For the Vermintide.
Got that zone back for us. The Poison Wind Globes are thinking about returning. They're thinking about it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Zap them.
Spell casting. Yes, yes, yes.
I thought we lost our Lord. No, we just lost one of our barriers. Alright, you two come on over.
Skitter, then leap. Skitter, then leap.
Also wasted most of his spells
Vermintide.
really early on.
Die, die, die. Stab, stab. For the Vermintide. Scream, Ricatocrack.
Don't have to worry about that. I'll just have you come on in and capture this zone back from the lizards.
What? Oh,
Slaughter those horned ones.
for the Vermintide.
Are you guys back in position yet? Great, faster scurry. Alright, where are my two warlocks? Gonna have them both cast lightning at the same time. Double the lightning. Oh, you can. Comes the second one.
Scotty, yes. Now, ready, now. Kill.
Yes.
Now, move.
Kill them all.
Squeak, squeak.
You'll capture the zone for me. Hydroxy. Well, they've got a Hydroxy, Hydroxysaurus. Fair enough.
Night runners. Now, ready, now.
Censer Bearers, let's go show
Attack, attack.
this poor fool the true meaning of war.
Guide us, horned one.
And you Night Runners can hopefully come over here and throw rocks at
Yes.
that skink hiding there. Go bother this Bastillodon. Look at you in skirmish mode. You don't capture any of these zones, or at least you don't build towers in there early on, you can still build them later, which is crazy good. Kill them. Censer Bearers, you, or not Censer Bearers, just go capture the zone for me. Night Runners move in. Oh good, the Blade Claw are finally able to fire again. Kill this skink. Hello? Where's that meteorite coming from? Oh, it's just lightning. Still.
Guide us, horned one. Our tail's yours.
Capture this zone back, thank you.
Yes, good, moving. Oh, yes.
Nice saturation of Doom there. Let's go ahead and bring the Doom Flayers back. Speaking of Doom. Bring the Flayers back.
Sensor bearers. Clanrat spears.
Tower's gone for good. That's okay.
Onwards.
It's poor Bastillodon. You let him catch you. Come on, Gutter Runner, you're supposed to be faster than that.
We obey. Quick, quick. Screen Ricatocrack.
Yeah, coming out and giving our Censer Bearers a way to get killed is unfortunate. I like that none of these guys came back behind our territory like I told them to.
Yes, yes. Frenzy, help, help.
Yeah, we're blowing up our own.
Night runners.
Censer Bearers take out those gold ones.
What orders?
In a melee duel with the Bastillodon, you're not gonna win.
Hasten, hurry.
Health lift. We're not doing much at all. That's not worth it.
March, Scotty, yes.
Bastillodon's armor is insane. came back in to go fight. I can't really stop him, can I?
As you wish.
Regain their leadership at the right spot.
Night runners.
Alright, pull back. We're wasting far too much ammo on units that can just absorb it all day.
This way. Ready, ready. Yes, Master Lord. Rick-a-rock. Get the runners.
Well, that Bastillodon's done.
Move. Reek.
So capture the zone. At least it's low enough in health, we don't have to worry.
Our tail's yours. Ready,
Thank goodness the sensor bearers are so strong. Just they got blown up by our own artillery.
retreat.
Down to 300 health.
For the famine tide.
That should shatter fairly quickly. Keep bombarding the skink. Thankfully he's now moving towards us. He understands what his role is now.
Prepare to die.
We'll give it a little bit more speed since this is taking absolutely ages. Whoa! Do they still have winds of magic?
Play claw catapult.
That leader's just about gone. It's just killing the third generation Slalom's gonna be a problem. Oh, both of you kill Hydroxy.
Witchy magic.
Thankfully, we do have plenty of Storm Vermin left. Alright, he's gone. You two.
Council's command.
Ceasefire. Comes back, we'll hit him then. If he comes back, here comes the Bastillodon. Nope, he's shattered, he's gone.
Onwards.
Let's go ahead and bring the Night Runners over to
Our tail's yours.
Shattered. Now he's dead. Are you really just gonna sit in our blind spots for the rest of the battle? AI. Alright, gang, I'll catch you on the campaign map. And we're served up a Pyrrhic victory by the Banana Toads. Yeah, Pyrrhic. They lost their army, I didn't. I don't consider that Pyrrhic. We'll put a Eshin Stalker on useless, but after that victory, Ruxtulkalaklagan has to run.
Master.
Got ourselves a convoy. What's going on here? Surprised he lost. Is this the Toad T-pose? Fantastic. Well, that's gonna be all the time I've got for today. Thank you all so much for coming on by today's Ikit Claw campaign. If you enjoyed the video, please do remember to leave a like for my god, sub, and I'll see you all in next one.